This podcast is brought to you by the following sponsors. Your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We've got what it takes. Fix Auto. Corky's Pest Control. And Lolita's Family of Restaurants. Hey there, sports fans. Christian Pedersen, Chris Smith, and the finals.
The finals, baby. CIF finals for the championship. We playing for rings now, man.
Playing for state bids, playing for all sorts of pride and sportsmanship and happy. No, we're playing for championships.
We playing for rings.
Throw all that out the window. It's the finals. So we're going to be breaking down each game for you, a little in-depth analysis. Got Tommy, as always, out paying his penance somewhere in the county. It's the Division 4 game. The Santana Sultans, who you gave some pretty cool nicknames to last week.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. And then we've got La Jolla Country Day, the Tories, and Braxton Burmite. This is going to be a great game. All these are going to be great games, not to discredit any of these championship games. This one, though, is like a known commodity versus kind of an unknown. Santana kind of coming out
below the radar.
A little below the radar.
Yep.
Before, though, we get to our analysis, there's an empty chair here.
There is.
You said you were going to bring somebody in.
I always bring somebody in.
Who we got? Who's gonna help us break down
For
this game?
D4, I got none other than my will linebacker from Helix. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Jonathan Millsap.
Oh, that's what's up, Mr. Millsap. Oh man.
How's it going?
Congratulations on your impending game, but we're here to talk D4. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. La Jolla Country Day, La Jolla Country Day Santana. First, let's check in with Tommy, see who he's with. I think he's with some of your homeboys at the doghouse right now.
Probably.
So we're gonna check in with him and see what he's got to say. Tommy?
With some members of the Dog Pound because I made a little mistake, didn't I, Spencer?
Yeah.
What did I do wrong?
You chose against us, bro. Come on.
And now I'm here. Yeah, now I'm here because these guys are smarter than me because they knew who was going to win the Helix game. So I'm going to let them pick for me. We're going to start with that Division 4 game, Country Day Santana. What do we think?
Austin, you got that one?
I think Braxton Burmeister will be too much, even though Bobby Wallace is having a great year for Santana. Braxton Burmeister, Arizona commit with Scotty Young from Helix is going to be too much.
All right, that was my pick. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to pick La Jolla Country Day. Guys, back to you.
All right, we come back.
Okay. That's a nice shade of green they got going on there. I like that. You've probably seen it a little too much. It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, floor is yours.
Santana did me well last week against the big win against Monte Vista. Great big win. But they're going against arguably one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in San Diego County history with the passing yards that Braxton's putting up there. I think between Braxton, Mariucci, Laricchia, the speed of La Jolla Country Day is going to be a little bit too much for the Santana Sultans to handle. I'm taking La Jolla Country Day in this one.
Okay. So we got someone picking the Tories. You agree? Disagree?
I agree. Like what you said about speed, they have Jaden Durr, Brennan Goring, and then obviously they have their quarterback. Like that's
He's kind of a good quarterback. He knows a wee little thing about tossing the rock around a little bit. I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this one, and I am going to take Santana because of common opponents. And I look at that Bishops game, and I look how each one of them handled a team that is 10-0 and in the final, or 12-0 now and in the finals.
Right.
And Santana they both lost to him, but Santana had a little bit better game. And I think that Santana's a little bit more well-rounded and complete of a team, lacking that superstar, but they're able to keep dishing the rock out evenly. Anders Tolhurst, Bobby Wallace, both getting it done receiving and rushing. The defense has gotten progressively better every week, so they're playing their best ball at the end of the season. I think Santana matches up really well in what will probably end up being one of the top 2 highest scoring games in all these finals. Montel, tell us about it.
La Jolla Country Day versus Santana. Going to be an exciting game. This game, I'm not going to pick a winner, but I'm going to tell you the keys for them to win. My DJ Khaled, major key alert. So, the keys to this game, I think, for them to be victorious. Let's start with Santana. I think what Santana needs to do is go ahead and really drag the game on out, make it a ball control type of game, give the ball to Wallace, let him run the ball, let that offensive line do his thing. That's going to be one of the best ways for them to keep success. I think the Purple Plague defense, which I nicknamed them Purple Plague, I think they're going to have to go ahead and corral, try to confuse Braxton Burmeister with a lot of different ways as far as the secondary, showing 2 highs, 1 high, kind of just confuse him to make him think once or twice before throwing the ball. Those are keys for them to be able to be successful. On the flip side, let's go to Big Blue, La Jolla Country Day. The keys for them to be successful is obvious. I think they showed that they can play against a bigger team. They won't be intimidated at all. I think the defense is going to have to step up, maintain Wallace, make sure he doesn't break any big plays, hold him down, and get Braxton on the field. As long as Braxton's on the field doing his offensive thing, Country Day has no problems in scoring. He can move the ball for them and just limit their turnovers. I think the big part of this game is going to be special teams. Who can get their team in a big position as far as returns are concerned. La Jolla Country Day has to be very, very careful though. They can't make sure they get in the fourth down and keep going for it and pin their offense back behind the 50 where Santana have an easier avenue to score. They got to make sure they stretch the field. Hopefully they punt the ball or hopefully they can move it. I know they go with the analytical thing, go for it on fourth down. I hope they just don't put their defense in that bad of a position so Santana can score. So those are the keys for both teams to win. I wish both teams the best of luck.
Well, I kind of saw that coming. The kid, he bleeds blue.
Yeah. So we've got all of our picks in. We are now kind of at. I feel like this is the closing credits are going to come up when our movie's over.
But don't forget, next week we're going to do our awards ceremony.
We still got awards to give out, but we're going to end on this note. We're going to give you the floor. You've had a successful season. You had a great career. Tell people what's up.
First off, I just want to thank God for getting me where I'm at right now, and then of course my trainers, my parents, Alex Johnson, Rod Williams, people who've helped me go through life to get where I'm at right now. Just want to give a shout out to them, of course.
Absolutely. Chris, any final shout outs?
Braxton, go out there and make me proud this weekend and let's get that ring.
You get matching rings with him or something?
Yeah,
you and Tommy going to be walking around next week with Country Day rings?
I do want to say one thing to Coach Hale. Coach Hale, I'm still waiting on my blue brick. Where's my brick at, man?
All right, well, we'll see if that's coming in the mail. We'll be watching you in your game, and we'll be watching the D4 game, folks. This one's going to be happening Friday, 3 p.m., Southwestern College. Be there. We'll be there. Come check it out, and we will see you for a little postseason analysis and awards next week. Thank you very much for tuning in.